The issue of funding seems to be at the center of it all for young people who want to go into politics, for even those who you label as social media activists. You know, funding seems to be at the center of it all for the opposition now, not just opposition political parties. What legitimate ways are there to source for funding, especially in a country such as Nigeria, where we have issues of godfatherism and all whatnot? You
find out that funding ordinarily ought not to be a problem if we run political parties the way it should be run. We saw political parties, you know, how political parties were run in the First Republic, where people voluntarily, you know, contribute to grow the association, the political party. But here, people no longer want to contribute to political parties. They want to wait. They're looking for a money bag who will do all the funding and then find a way of winning elections, and then you get to office, it becomes your turn to share largesse. And so that's what killing political associations in Nigeria. Until even people that want to form political associations, first and foremost, you need to look at how do you know, collectively bring funds together. And those are 200 naira, 500 naira, you have party cards. Anytime you, just like your tithing in church. And so anytime you make your contribution, your party cards are signed. And so you have a stake in that political association. But when you believe that, oh, there should be one money bag somewhere who will bring money to finance all the activities of the party, when you eventually win, the man is going to say, look, this party belongs to me. And so that's the way we all can own political parties and also be a strong voice, either in government or in opposition.
Okay, let me bring in my guest in our Abuja studios now, Olanrewaju Suraj. He's a policy analyst and also the executive director of the Civil Society Coalition Against Corruption. Thank you for joining us on the program. Mr. Suraj, let me ask you, how has the absence of a viral opposition party, a viral opposition voice, affected the performance of the APC government of President Muhammadu Buhari?
Thank you very much. I think what is actually missing is a viral political party, but not viral political voice. The opposition voices coming from the civil society and also several other groups and interests is what is actually shaping and holding accountable the current government. No doubt in the fact that after the First Republic, we really didn't have anything called opposition party in the country. What you have are just political parties formed for the purpose of capturing power at the center. APC is also equally guilty. What APC did was just to amalgamate together to get the result of that election earlier in 2015 election. And unfortunately for us, that also played itself out during the emergence of this party and government. You could see immediately after winning 2015 election, there were discordant tones. There were differences between what was the party manifesto, what were the covenants that the president had with the people, what were other commitments that were reached. But because it is not about political party formation, it is not about an ideology of party, and you could see a whole lot of crisscrossing, you know, happening from one political party to the other. So it's the fact that PDP, which also came into power all on the basis of just chasing away the military as at that time, now is already incapable of organizing itself the moment it lost the election. So it's going to be difficult. It's deliberate by the political class to ensure that we don't have party based on, you know, the funding and the contribution of members of the party. For them, they want to control the political party for the purpose of just capturing power. They don't want to be held accountable under the political parties for them to actually operate and abide with the party manifesto. So under the circumstances that political parties are formed in this country presently, you are not likely to have any form of opposition. You would only have just an amalgamation and then a kind of association for the purpose of capturing power. So to expect a form of viral opposition from political party, it is not only about getting into office. And that is why you could see that the opposition party would only be talking about victimization only when its members are arrested. If other citizens are arrested or are detained illegally, you won't find them speaking against such illegal arrest or detention.
Mr. Suraj,
but the moment a member of the party which tells you...
If I may come in here, Mr. Suraj, how accommodating would you say the Buhari government has been to other political party, and what do you think of allegations that the opposition party members are being witch-hunted by the present administration?
No, I completely disagree with that. There's nothing that says that the political party is being witch-hunted. I mean, if it is time for accountability, it's only those who held office or public trust that will be held accountable. I mean, you and I would not be invited by EFCC to come and give an account for NNPC funding. It's only those who operated within that period and time that would have to go and give account. So ordinary citizens who don't have anything to do with political financing or even the political funding money won't be invited by the current regime or the law enforcement agencies to come and give account for that. So it's only those who were responsible for many of those activities that would need to go and give account. So if this government is doing that to those who were formerly in office, it is expected that the incoming government would also do the same thing to this. This current government must also give account of its stewardship when it gets out of office. So the whole propaganda of witch hunt by the current regime is just a kind of blackmail from those who were formerly in office.
Mr. Suraj, just a moment. Mr. Libras Oshoma, when we come back after this timeout, I'd like you to take us on the legal perspectives of switching parties, carpet crossing, and how it affects opposition. Well, we'll be right back after this timeout to get some more insight on this matter. Stay with us.